Hey Republic, hey everybody. News Now Northwest here at the boat inspection station on Interstate 90 again. The main reason, what's up Taylor? The main reason I'm here is we have a new update to show everybody. Let me zoom out a little bit here. So this line here, what's up Womps, is a safety zone. So I just wanted to give you guys an update. I got some more footage today. I have an update. I'm going to be doing a video tonight. There we go. There's our safety zone. So I don't know who's safe. If I'm safe, if I'm on this side, if they're safe, if they're on that side, I don't know. But when I was here this morning, they declined to comment on anything. So here we are. Again, another illegal check station here. Looks like they're going to be closing up shop. Hey, News Now Canuck. So the invasive species checkpoint, well, they're trying to prevent the transport from state to state of some of the aquatic species. However, I'm sure they catch some of them here, but it's just not the right way to do it. Yeah, right? I don't know, this barrier. So everybody, just to update, this is a safe zone that they've put up here. It doesn't say I can't go in, it just says safe zone. But I'm a respectful person. I think I get the idea. I just think it's funny. So they've created a safe zone for their employees checking the boat so they don't get harassed by someone just asking them why they don't mind taking away someone's Fourth Amendment right to travel freely without searches and seizures. All right, News Now Canucks. So I'll give you an update here. Let me move so I can show you guys this whole scope here where their safe zone is, so they feel very safe. So the deal is with these check stations, they're established in a Washington state here in RCW 77.135.120, which establishes the Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife being able to set them up. As far as case law, there is some law supporting these as long as they're very minimally invasive searches regarding the Fourth Amendment. And how that works is, for example, DUI checkpoints are not okay here in Washington State. So I don't know. And the main argument against DUI checkpoints is you can't just stop some people from traveling and not everybody. So that would also be an argument here. There's everybody that has a boat has to stop, but not everybody else. So that would be an argument here. They were found unconstitutional according to Washington state law. The DUI checkpoints were. So I would imagine these would be as well. Now, what they have established is if there is an out that you can take, meaning if once you see one of the signs saying checkpoint ahead, so in California, from my understanding, how they can get away with it is if there's a sign that says checkpoint ahead and then there is an exit on the freeway or a turn, like a left turn or a right turn you can take to get away, and you don't take that, then you're submitting to the search when you pull over ahead. So, sorry, I was trying to read the comments there. So with this, specifically, once you see a sign, you have to pull over. So if you're traveling down a road and you see a sign, you have to pull over at this checkpoint, even if your normal route of travel takes you somewhere else instead of where this checkpoint is. So here, people are inconvenienced. You could take, I don't know if you can see it, but kind of right on the other side here, right about there, there's a road that goes under the freeway right there. So people have to exit the freeway. They could go left or right there, but the signs force them, if you have a boat, to come across here. So let's say someone lives up in the mountains up here where there's a lot of houses. The river is also over there. If If they want to go over there, they can't if they have a boat. They're forced to come here first and then circle back around and go through, because the signs are on the other side of the river, on the other side of the exit on the freeway. So that goes against what some of the case law is, that says that if you have an out, you can take it. That they won't let you take an out. We've spoken with a officer who said you can't do that. If you see a sign, you have to stop. So that's a violation of what they call those, where they can force you to get off the road, like those DUI checkpoints in California. What they call those is, that's called an administrative search, or that's what they also call these checkpoints. That's how they've tried to get away with them. Well, an administrative search would be something like if you pull up and you tell them you don't want them to search your vehicle, then they can search it from the outside by walking around. So most of what we've seen is not really an administrative search. I mean, they've walked around a few of the boats and inspected the boats, but most of it is about talking to the people inside the vehicles. Now, specifically the RCW in Washington State, I read it on one of our other videos. I can read it again, but it's 77.135.120. It specifically states what you have to do. So if you encounter a sign, it's required that you pull over according to the RCW, and it's required that you let them inspect your boat. It doesn't say anything about answering any questions. So it says you're required to let them inspect your boat. Now, if you have a boat that you can tuck all the way inside your vehicle, are you going to let them inside your vehicle? That's up to you. Personally, I wouldn't. That seems like more than just an administrative search, which is just an outside inspection. So unless they have a reasonable articulatable suspicion to think that you're transporting an invasive species, they don't have a right to get inside of your vehicle and pull anything out. So that's another sticking point with these checkpoints. Again, everybody who's just joining us, come back to this checkpoint if you haven't seen my video already, mainly because of this sign right in front of us. They've established a safety zone here. So like I said, I don't know if it's to keep the workers in there safe. If I'm unsafe being out here, it doesn't say it's unsafe out here where I am. There's nothing out here, but anyways, that's what we have going on today. So again, the main reason I just wanted to come and show that they have this set up, just honestly, what a bunch of snowflakes they are, that it just shows again. So this is a grab by the government, a way to try to get us to give up our rights of being able to travel freely, our Fourth Amendment right to travel freely in this country. Yeah, it's really shady. So this is just a way for them to try to get us comfortable with doing it, is by putting it in here. It's not legal. Most people that like to use the water are more than happy to just stop here. That's the problem. I used to be one of those people. But when you start understanding, the woman who's sitting over here is the reason. What I was just about to say is now the propaganda machine is on in full force, because when I was here last week, the first video I did, this lady in front of us here said that it was about the zebra mussels and some of the other mussels getting inside of the equipment, like the hydroelectric dams along the Columbia River. We also have a massive agricultural support system here that takes water out of the Columbia River. And I would imagine it is very expensive to keep that stuff out of and clean up that stuff, to keep it from getting in the equipment and messing it up. But why is everybody having to pay for that? Why aren't those industries paying for it? And then whoever uses those products can pay for it down the line, rather than everybody being forced to pay for it up front, and then not just pay for it, because we're not even paying for it right now. We're just giving up our rights right here. It's all we're doing. We're giving up our rights to travel freely under the guise of prevention, when the other reason I came here is, so it's 4:32 local time, Pacific time, excuse me, and they're getting ready to shut it down. They just had a truck right here where this sign was. The guy drove it down. I'm sure he drove it to take down the signs because they're closing up shop. It's almost 5 o'clock. They got to shut stuff down. Can't stay out here all day. Way too much citrus. Way too much. I'm going to start getting into all that here in the story I'm doing. And there's our buddy there. Well, at least I can get his license plate number. So this guy, he's someone I have to file a complaint against as well, but he wouldn't give me his name. So Yeah, so the officer cleaning the bathrooms, that's her over there under the tent. This is the other guy, so I'm going to get his license plate number so I can file a complaint. Since he won't give me his name. Of course, he gets to go out a different way. I'm going to catch him over here. Sorry, y'all, I got to run for a sec so I can catch him over here. I got to get his license plate number. $25 123 EC 128 EC. I got him, don't worry. I got it earlier on the other video, I think, too. Sorry. All right, everybody. Well, sorry, I'm all hoarse for riding my bike over here. So there he goes there, running off. So anyways, to finish what I was saying, sorry, I saw him come out. I want to try to get his license plate number before I go back. To finish what I was saying, so now when I went over there, none of them will comment. That's also why they have the safety zone. So I can't, I'm sure it's more about this rather than anybody's actual safety. But now I can't, excuse me, I can't get close enough to ask questions. So this morning I asked them, the two people over there, what their names were. And they were at least cordial enough to give me their first name. So I have somewhere to start as far as writing my complaint. But they both said they wouldn't comment. And of course they didn't want to be on camera. But that just goes back, that's a lot of what our sheriff does here. He won't let the individual deputies speak about things. He always refers you to the public information officer, which I'm sure most agencies do that. But the point is that way they don't get an individual to misspeak like this woman up on the other side of that sign did. You know, she's the one that said, talking about Avista making more money. I'm going to highlight that statement. She's, you know, when I said if Avista's benefiting off of these muscles not spreading, it seems like they should be paying for all this, not us as taxpayers. And she said Avista was going to make more money, but we would benefit somehow. So that's the propaganda piece right there. That's where now they don't get to talk and misspeak by saying things like that. Now, if I want to talk to anyone about this, I have to go to their public information officer and get any information from that. And that's, sorry, just trying to zoom in a little bit. Get any information from the public information officer who's been trained with the company line as far as what to say. We'll see. I don't know. Good call, Republic. There's probably a few watching. Okay, everybody. So I just wanted to, like I said, I wanted to show the updates. I'll go show the safety zone sign again, because I think that's kind of funny. Personally, I feel like that's a little bit because of me. Sorry if it's shaky here. Let me zoom back out. Thanks, Citrus 1973. So again, this is the update I came for. Is this here. Is the safety zone. One more zoom in on it here. I don't think I am safe, Republic. I think I'm very unsafe over here. I think I'm going to leave. Just want to thank everybody again for tuning in. We appreciate it. Again, I hope you enjoyed the update. Sorry I got trailed off there at the end a little bit. I was trying to focus on trying to catch that other enforcement agent that was out here, get his name or his license plate number. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate it. Everybody stay safe and have a good afternoon or evening wherever you are. Thanks for the support.